Welcome back to Boppin Around with Ayesha and
Venus.
Hi.
Sorry, I spoke over your part.
That's okay.
Oh my god, we're basically just reuniting ourselves.
Finally.
We were didn't see each other for
Hug.
2 weeks. Oh my goodness.
Welcome back.
I mean, I did see you 2 days ago, but yeah, it feels kind of crazy to be back on the microphone.
I feel like I didn't really see you 2 days ago anyway.
Yeah, what did we even do? No, you were really focused on working.
Really focused.
And I was tired because, guys, I was back in Ireland. I had 2 weddings.
That's
two
crazy.
weddings in the space of a week. So I was a little bit wrecked. And for the second wedding, I had to drive 3.5 hours to it. And then I had to drive that way back again. So,
that's intense.
Yeah.
Did you not drink?
Drink and drive.
Yeah.
Bitch.
No, because if you're the one driving, then that means you wouldn't be allowed to drink.
Oh, no. Well, no, because we stayed overnight in the hotel.
Oh, okay, that's fair, yeah.
Yeah, so the first wedding I went to was in Galway. If anyone knows it.
Yeah.
If anyone's Irish, County Galway. Yeah.
Hog Mahone.
Here. And then the second wedding was in, it was in Mayo, on the border of Mayo and Sligo. So I really got to go down the west of Ireland, basically. And it was great. My boyfriend was able to come to the first one, so that was super cute. And then the second one he wasn't able to come to.
Aww.
He had to go back to London. So I just went down with my friend. It was actually one of my friends getting married from college/university, as you British say.
Right.
So yeah, I've just been in my field, seeing 2 people in my life get married and just, wow, feeling like that time is close for me. I don't know when, but
How does that feel like?
A sex worker can get married?
No, how dare you?
Actually, speaking of that, that saying that's on TikTok right now, I think it's kind of trending, where
What?
it's I love being married. It makes me feel horny. It makes me feel good.
Really?
I forget who says it. I feel like it's Gabby from The Bachelorette. I don't know.
See, I don't
Anyways, and someone commented underneath it being oh, she'll get married to pay her bills, talking about me. You'll get married just to pay your bills. And I was like, okay.
Wow.
I was like, it's some comments you're just I have no idea what you really mean here, so I don't even have any response.
What's the issue with getting married to pay your bills, though? Because I'd do that.
It's just really funny.
I
mean, different stuff.
But how does it feel now? Because obviously before you went to the weddings, you actually was really kind of stressed out about the weddings. You was really preparing yourself, to go to the weddings, making sure that you and your boyfriend can actually make it to the weddings. There was a lot on your plate, but now that it's over.
Yeah, I know. It actually does feel kind of a bit of a relief, because I think, my boyfriend, he was quite stressed about trying to make it to both of them.
Yeah.
I'm just happy he got to make it to the first one. And now we're back home. I literally just came back on Monday. Well, obviously this podcast will be going up a few weeks after, but I came back on September what date was it? The 14th, maybe? I think Monday.
You guys look really good.
No, wait, that was the 15th. Sorry.
Yeah. No, you look so good. Both of you. It was so cute.
I really wanted to slay because it was my first proper Irish weddings since I've been an adult over the age of 18. Oh. I had gone to one of my really close friends' wedding 3 years ago. That was an Indian wedding. And I literally was wearing the lehenga, and I think that's how you pronounce it, the lehenga. And that was an incredible experience, actually. But then these were the traditional kind of Irish weddings, you could say. One of them was in a church. One of them was just a ceremony in a hotel. It was my first time in a church in a bit,
Oh. Praise the Lord. She back.
And people were kind of talking to me, from here and there, saying well, what do you do? And depending on who I'm talking to and the environment, I just like to keep things kind of obviously well, at the second wedding, people were asking me what do I do? And I was just I do social media. And then if they ask any more, I'll be I do a podcast, which is kind of true.
It's true.
Well, it is true, but I actually specifically say I work in a podcast studio, because I did used to do that a few years ago. So I just kind of make up different things every so often. And then if it's the right type of environment with the right people that I feel will get it,
right,
I tell them.
Right.
But normally at a wedding, it's I'm not trying to get into all that, we're not focused on what I'm doing. We're focusing on being here for
just being present.
Yeah, it's and just loaded. You're not really trying to have a lot of loaded kind of conversation like that could go one or the other way, especially when you don't know the people. Like, yeah, so
But wait,
you just have to protect yourself, innit?
Wouldn't you say it's kind of easier to see people that you've, been acquainted with or have had in your life at weddings, because it's like you don't have to actually talk that much, because it's like, I'm not the main focus here, the bride and the groom are.
Yeah.
So you can kind of like brush off and move away from the conversation quite easily, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, you can. It's quite easy, and I'm actually quite good at doing that. Over the years, I've learned ways to just like quickly, like, you just change the subject, like, because realistically, like, people don't really even care. They're just chatting to you to break the ice and small talk and get to know you. So yeah, just have fun with it, because a lot of the time you're never gonna see these people again. Now, I did tell some people, because I was at the hen party for that same friend who was getting married a few weeks ago, and just some of the girls that were there, I did speak about it. And like, people are like always kind of like intrigued. Well, sorry, no. It's interesting seeing how some people take it versus others, because some people are just like very nonchalant. They don't even really, they're just like, oh, okay, yeah. Whereas like some people will be like, oh my God, like, tell me about that. Oh my God, like, wow, I love that you're doing that. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. So, yeah. But I think like there is, I will say, in these moments, especially being home in Ireland, because I'll have a lot of it happen back then, or back when I go home, just because of the type of people that I'm around, etc. Sometimes it is like, you do think to yourself, oh, it would be so much easier right now if I just had like a regular normal person job, and I could just talk to people easily about it, and we could all relate on our jobs, and then working in our offices with our bosses. Like, sometimes I do, especially this time being home, I was like, it would be easier, it would be a lot easier. But then I'm back in London in my own environment, doing my own thing with people who I relate to, and it's like, I don't want that, you know?
Exactly.
So, yeah, I kind of feel like I have set up to kind of, I feel different versus London versus when I'm in Ireland, I will say.
It's more comfortable being self-employed and doing what you like, isn't it?
Yeah, but it is a lot more pressure and stress.
Definitely, yeah.
Which I'm feeling at the moment, of course.
No, 100%,
everything.
yeah. Wow.
But babe, when I was gone, you were really on your shit this time round.
I was really on my shit.
You were on that shit. You're still on that shit.
For your information, to anyone listening, when Venus left the first time, she left a few weeks prior. And then my other hoe, Sadie, shout out.
Please say my other hoe.
My other hoe. Don't worry about my holes, honey.
I'm not worrying about them.
They're a bit loose from last night.
Well.
So anyway.
Yeah. You can talk about that.
Yeah, well, maybe, but yeah. So Venus and my other hoe, Sadie, left, and I was kind of like alone, and like I was fucking depressed. I wasn't focusing on work and whatnot. I think a lot was going on. But then when Venus went around this time, I was like, okay, do you know what? It doesn't matter. I need to stay on my game. Right? Take a lot of content, take a lot of media, stay interacting with followers and fans, it was really good. And now that Venus is back, I just feel like the ball is really, really rolling. Mm-hmm. And it's really fun.
Yeah, it is fun. I love that we have each other to like motivate ourselves when one of us isn't feeling as motivated. Like, seeing you be really on your shit the past 2 weeks has been very motivating to me. And then yesterday you were like, just in prep, getting my work done. And I was like, oh my God, wow.
Yeah, so good.
I love, you just getting on it.
Honestly.
On it. Yeah.
Honestly, the best.
Which is what I want to do now, especially for these next 3 weeks before I go off again to Australia. Oh my goodness.
Fuck.
Guys, yeah, we're going to basically pre-record a bunch of episodes, as we kind of have been doing, but just obviously we need a few more. I'll be gone for a long time to Australia, and you'll be gone then a bit after that to
Thailand. Okay, so I just want to interject 2 things here. I got a brand new dildo. It was amazing. It's one that heats up, right? And it thrusts really good.
Thrusts.
Really thrusts.
You guys always pronounce your THs.
So good,
we don't pronounce them in
honestly.
Ireland. Trusts.
We
like trusts.
Trust
real
me.
good. Like.
So 2 things. One thing is the dildo, amazing. Mm-hmm. Second thing is...
And that was just from Amazon, £22 or
well,
something.
I think it was 22, but it could have been more. I tried to check it, but it wasn't working. But that's not the point. The point is, it was amazing.
That's not the point. I feel like that's another one of your taglines. That's not the point. The point is...
I mean, to add to that, the second point is that I can't wait for Thailand.
Yeah. For
you
real.
know, because
I'm excited for you.
Yeah, it's going to be so much fun. Keep in the loop, people. This is my journey on becoming the one true ladyboy.
Woo!
Ooh.
Ooh, ooh. Yeah, what's your plan for when you go there? Do you want to talk about it a bit?
Yeah, definitely. So, I don't know how many queer people will listen to this, but my plan is to go Thailand and essentially do two things. Look into hormone replacement therapy, right? That's the first thing. I think that's the most important thing. And the second thing is to look for apartments and go house hunting, actually take these tours, you know, when they show you around the property.
Oh, yeah.
I want to do that. So my plan is to go there, straight away, go to the doctor, you know, get my prescription, get on my medication.
Do you have to pay for the doctor over there?
Yeah, but it's all cheap.
Very cheap.
It's relatively cheap. And the
then
doctors
it's
are really
easy
good.
to get your hormones
Exactly.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas here, you need to go through, what is it, like therapy and all this?
Kind of.
Or
Well,
is that
it's
here?
the NHS.
Okay.
The NHS is a bit shy.
Do they make you go to therapy before you go to get your hormones?
I think it depends. They put you on the waiting list, and then you can go through therapy if you need it. If you feel like suicidal and stuff.
Okay.
But the waiting list in this country is horrendous. Like, it's so bad. Like, I know one girl who's been on the waiting list for like 6-7 years, and she's still like holding on. And I'm like, girl, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Honestly, I can't.
Especially when there is an option like. Well, can you do it private in this country?
Definitely,
too?
yeah. So I'm probably going to do private when I come back. I'm not ashamed to say that I'm not on HRT yet, because the other day actually I was thinking about it, would I mention it on the podcast, but actually, do you know what, I am a bit jealous of some of my online friends who are on HRT, right? Like, there's this girl I know from Bournemouth down south, right? She's really sweet, you know, she's really nerdy, you know, she doesn't do sex work, but she's on HRT, and I was just like a surge of jealousy just like ran through my body, and I was like, fuck. And I was so sad and depressed that I took the leap to legally change my name. So there's that.
So that was like the thing that kind of pushed you to do it. Yeah, sometimes that's what happens. Like, we feel such a strong emotion and we're like, no, we actually I want to do something about this right now. I want to make some form of change.
100%.
So wait, that's so good. Obviously
Crazy.
we've said this off the microphone, but I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
And it's such a good step in the right direction for who you want to be.
Exactly. No, honestly.
And now you can kind of like, it feels like you started your legal journey almost.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Technically, I was saying this to Sadie yesterday. I was saying, this is the start of my escape.
Yeah.
Me running away from home.
Yeah. Because you've changed your name, like, legally now, right?
Right.
So if you were ever to do anything, let's just say with your family again, that involves your name, it wouldn't, like you couldn't travel with, let's say traveling, for example.
Yeah, it wouldn't
You
work.
couldn't travel with your family if you have a whole different passport.
Yeah.
I mean, you technically could, but they, like...
Yeah.
Can you still have... So when you get your new passport with your new name, how is your photo going to look on the passport?
I'm just going to look sexy as fuck.
Okay. Okay, yeah, it's like interesting. I'm like...
You know how my passport looks like currently.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Okay.
That was the day my cats died, which makes it even worse, right?
Yeah, you always say that, yeah.
Yeah, it's terrible. But obviously when I look at that picture, I hate it, and I hate the entire thing, but I don't see myself going on a holiday with
no,
transphobes
yeah.
anytime soon. Oh.
Amen to that.
So yeah, I guess the one important thing to note is that now that I've taken the step to legally change my name and eventually one day legally change my gender and get my gender recognition certificate.
Okay.
Right, that will come in 2 years down the line.
Right.
So, you know, I'm a step closer to being honor killed. So that's a good thing. Oh.
What?
Sorry.
Oh.
That's
not.
Trigger warning? Should we do a trigger warning?
Well, it depends what you're about to talk about.
No, that was it. Honor killing.
Well, I mean, that's just like the reality, isn't it?
Yeah, no, of course.
Yeah. It is. We are living in, well, I mean, I know your family is just how your family is, but I think just hearing that and then just the greater world climate is like a bit
No, definitely.
So we live in a strange era at this point in time.
Let's move quickly back onto the topic of like marriage.
Okay.
Right? If I was to ever get married one day, then I'd want someone who listens to what I say, specifically in the bedroom.
Okay.
Because I realized as a sex worker in person, I have the most fun when I'm telling the client what to do.
Okay.
You know, whether it's, okay, I'm going to be on top now, or you're going to hit me from behind now, or can you please be a bit more rough?
Yeah, right? You like that.
I love that. I love telling them what to do. Yeah. And when they say no, they don't want to do that, or they want to do something else.
You're like, get it!
I mean, I wish. I keep smiling, you know, and I keep pretending to be happy, but like it gives me the ick inside.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah, you don't really like. Obviously, consent is a different story.
Yeah, of course.
It's more just like, you know, okay, let's just say we're past the consent. We've already established the consent. I mean, it's consent, a sex working dynamic. Yeah. It's like a different thing in general, but yeah, when someone is like, no, I don't want to do that, it's like, or they're kind of just like not on board.
Yeah, because to them it's like they want maximum pleasure for them and they're not really thinking of me.
Yeah, you know what, it makes me think back to this one time when I got with this guy and he was like talking all this talk right. Before we actually got together. Then when we proceeded to get together, well, first of all, he brings me to his fucking house that he lives in with his mom. I love that I just got into the story. I remember being like, oh my God, why am I here? And she looked at me and she was like, I was wearing this little dress and it was like November. And she was like, it's very cold outside to be wearing that. And I was like, yeah. And then he brought me into his room and I'm like, your mom is out there. I don't know. It's just weird. I don't know. I don't know. There's something awkward about it. And then he starts doing the damn thing. And like, anyways, I remember being like, oh, like, sorry to Kenny listening. Imagine if Kenny is listening. Sorry to my boyfriend. Please, if you are listening, just stop now. But yeah, I'm basically like, okay, suck my nipples. And he's like, no, I don't want to do that.
Really?
And I was like, why not? He's like, I just don't like it.
No.
And I think I started crying, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
That's actually horrible.
Oh my God, there has been so many times where I have cried next to a man in bed. And it's not necessarily to do with them. Sometimes it's just because, like,
yeah, of course,
you know, having sex with them is bringing up, like, old feelings, whereas people from the past, or,
right.
like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or else I'm just kind of like, I'm just actually kind of, like, unsettled by the experience.
No, definitely.
So I'm crying because of them. But how did we get onto that? Oh, saying that you like when you tell them what to do.
Yeah, no, okay. Yeah. If I said to someone to like suck my nipples and then they say no, I would actually be so pissed off. I would be so pissed.
Especially when he's chatted all this shit to me in the fucking DMs.
No, sorry, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay, I can understand if you don't want to like do fellatio.
That was the thing as well. He said he was going to be doing that, and then he like, what is it? He went down there for like, I think a minute, and then he was like, wait, are you on your period?
Like, can you not tell?
No, because I think it was ending, or else it had just started. I forget which one it was. I think it had just ended. It was ending. So then he just like stopped, and then I think he like put his dick in, and then he was like, and then I said, okay, can you go back down there again, like la la la, and he's like, oh, but I just put my dick in. I think that's what he said anyway. Anyways, whatever. Ugh.
Does that like? Hold on, no, I'm just thinking actually because. He was like, but I just put my dick in. Does that mean to him...
I think that happened. I think that was him that said that to me.
Does that mean to him he feels like his dick isn't clean?
No, I think it's a lot of a thing as well where, well, it's like a no homo thing.
So that's so stupid because it's his own dick, right? Like, I don't know, yeah. Like,
I swear, most straight men do have complicated feelings around these things. But,
no,
I mean, I guess it's just like, I understand it to a degree because, like... As girls, we're socialized to be, like, you don't really think of it as a bad thing to be, like, close with other girls. Even, like, you know, girls that consider themselves straight maybe kissing other girls when they're drunk. And it's seen as just a normal thing. Whereas guys, it's no like emotions, if you do any little thing towards another man or, like, do any little, I don't know, thing that's rooted in...
You look at them the wrong way.
Technically, like, maybe someone that would... What am I saying? So if you do any little thing different to what we consider to be a man, then you're like, oh my god, I'm gay, and then you just like you're automatically labeled. And yeah,
gay,
anyways, yeah.
Wow. Okay. So, okay, let's not go on.
I'm sweating.
You're doing good, babe. You're doing good.
Oh.
Okay, let's.
Whoa! Merry Christmas.
Why do you have kiwis there, by the way? Are those kiwis?
Yeah, I bought those yesterday, babe. I did my grocery shop in Asda. 45 fucking pounds.
Jesus.
That's a pet. I had to buy £8. How do we call this now? It's like this. It's the Caniston brand that does the thrush cream, except it's a soothing cream. Did I tell you what happened to me?
Yes.
That I burnt off my vagina. Yep. So I thought I had thrush the other night. It was actually the night before the second wedding that I had, and I wake up. Oh, sorry. So I asked my brother, "Can I use his anti-fungus cream?" And I asked ChatGPT. ChatGPT was like, "Yeah, you can use that down there, right?" So then I go ahead and use it. I wake up the next day. I'm like, it's burning, like it's literally like tingling and burning. I'm like, that's not normal. What the fuck? Oh. So I washed it off anyways, and then I'm like, whoa, it's actually proper burning. And then I asked ChatGPT again, like, was I really supposed to use that? And she's like, no, you were not supposed to use that. I was like, what the fuck? So that's why you have to be careful with ChatGPT. I love ChatGPT. Is that controversial to say?
Well, no, I don't think it's controversial. I feel like if you ask it in a certain way... If you use it in the
right
way...
Yeah, you got to use it in the right way. And exactly. I know how to use it. So I feel like I really should have double checked with her. I should have been like, can you double check that? You should actually do that a lot with stuff. You can, because then they will actually search up more things. I feel like sometimes they just give an automatic answer based off of like...
Sometimes they just want to agree with you.
Yeah, and that's another part of it too. Anyways, look, so... I basically burnt off my vagina, so that was great. Thankfully, there was a moisturizer in my house that I could use. It's called Silcock Base. It's like a very, very, very plain moisturizer that you can actually put down there. So that saved my life for the whole past week, right? But then I came back here to the UK and I didn't have that anymore. And I couldn't find it in the shops or anything. Now, I did end up ordering it on Amazon, which it's coming today at some point. But I did find a different thing in Asda, which is from the Caniston brand. It's called like Caniston Cool or something. It's like a soothing relief cream. It like literally like... cools down the area. It feels so nice.
That's good.
That saved me for the past 24 hours.
I want to ask you.
How do we get onto that?
You burned off your labia.
Basically burnt them off.
So does that mean without a vagina now that you're non-binary? But haha.
I guess.
Cancelled.
Cancelled.
We're only on episode 6 or 7 or 8.
This is 7. We're on episode 7. Yeah, we never even said.
7 minutes in heaven.
Episode 7.
So, the other day, actually, on the topic of, having someone do what you want them to do, right? So the other day, I had a lovely client. Let's talk about the first one on the Friday. Now, I was actually flattered because what I do is I actually... block you if you upset me, or if you seem dodgy, if there's something wrong with you. Even the first red flag you give me, that's it. It's not 3 strikes, love. It's 1. Get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah.
Right? So I don't care about your money. I don't care about any of that. If you give me that first red flag, you're gone. Okay? And I said that to myself. I said, okay, that's my rule. Now, I made an error of judgment the other day. We're only human, right? Shout out to Bella Trans did, or is it Bella did trans? I don't know. Shout out to her, but she's a trans girl who talks about crazy stuff that she goes through, and she's like, girls, I do things the hard way because I'm dumb, but that doesn't mean I want you to do that. I want you to go through it easy. And it's so funny because she was talking about an experience that she had, which I related to because she was so hungry for dick. Right, she's not a sex worker like that, but she does. Maybe she does OnlyFans, but she's not an in-person sex worker. But she was really hungry for dick. She was scouring the streets, and then she almost fucking died because the person that she found was some bummy chub. So on that topic, I actually saw a nice person who paid me normally, but they actually were, blacklisted from me. I blacklisted them. I blocked them. And they found me through a different number.
So you already had them blacklisted.
Exactly. And then
before this happened.
Yes, yeah. And when I met them, that's when I clocked. That's when I realised. And I was like, okay, do you know what? He's very sweet. He's very nice. And I was actually quite flattered. And he actually did everything I asked him to do, Wait, I have a love bite on my body.
Really?
Can you see it? Is it still there?
No, I don't see anything. Where is it?
Maybe lift up my shirt. Can you see it?
No.
Maybe it's gone.
Whereabouts was it?
It's something about here.
No, I don't see money.
Yeah, so
Don't tell me he did that.
Yeah, he did that.
Oh,
yeah.
No wonder it's gone.
Yeah, it's been over a week now.
Settled. We will take this away
Terrible.
from you.
I had a good time with him, but then the next day, I met.
Wait, who did you have a good time with? Sorry.
The person who came to see me.
Who was nice.
Who I blacklisted, but came to see me with a different number.
Wait, so you're talking...
Person number one.
You said he was actually good the first time.
This is a different person. This is.
Oh, wait, okay,
so
wait.
we're talking about two people.
So
we haven't talked about the second person yet.
Right, so you're talking about the good experience.
Yes.
Who gave you the love bite.
Yes.
Okay.
He was a drug dealer.
Oh.
But anyway, I explained to him. I said, "Listen, honey, you probably upset me or pissed me off, so I blacklisted you." And I, had a good time with that person. Really good time.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I got it now.
Right.
So you're saying that you basically took this one person off your blacklist and you had a good experience with them.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then the next day,
you were like, let me do the same thing.
Right. So the first time I didn't remove them explicitly. They came out and contacted me with a different number. And the second person, so the day after, I actually messaged the person who was blacklisted, and I was really hungry for dick. Just like how Bella was. Bella was talking about it. She was so hungry for dick. But I did that, and when the guy came, like, he was intoxicated. I'm not that big. I'm quite small. Mm-hmm. He was, like, almost as tall as your doorway. He was probably, like, 6'5". Almost 7 foot.
Yeah.
Really, really muscular. Really strong. And, he was kind of interesting. At first, he was just like taking his time, and I said, let's get this over with, right? Give me the money. First of all, he didn't have all of the money that he needed.
Oh.
And I was like, okay, what did I do? What did I do? Why did I do this? Why did I do this? And then he kind of, I'm not ashamed to say it, I'm going to say it, he forced me to come, to make him feel better. Obviously, I was already like, I had pent up horniness inside me anyway, so it wasn't necessarily from him, but like, obviously for me as a sex worker, like, I know what would get me going, and I know how to have fun for myself, especially when I have a dick inside me. But then, his time was up, and he was saying some stupid shit like, oh, I'm going to stay here all night, he's being really rude to me and stuff. And he was complaining about how he didn't finish. And I said, honey, the reason he didn't finish is because I preemptively stopped our fun, because he was telling me things, and I kid you not, he was saying to me, kill me, I want you to kill me. And I was like, what the fuck? And he was just getting so angry at me, saying, why aren't you killing me? Why aren't you hurting me? And I was like, what? That's so weird. Like, okay, I can understand if you want me to be rough, but the way you're wording it is really scaring me.
Yeah,
and
kill me.
Yeah, and like, you're clearly way like bigger than me. Like, I'm scared of retaliation. You're a complete intoxicated stranger. Imagine me like being completely rough with you, and then what? You're gonna fucking flip and then strangle me to death? No fucking thank you. And then I was telling him to get out. I wasn't raising my voice or anything. I was talking to him normally. I kept control of the situation. Didn't break eye contact. Nothing. And he was just like to me, I want my money back. I want my money back. And then I was like, you want your money back? I'm not going to specifically state how much money he gave me on the podcast, but he gave me less money than I wanted to have. But I thought, maybe I'll have a good time, and maybe I could record some content with him in the future. I wouldn't mind. But he was just like getting really aggressive and like kind of pushing me, shoving me around. And then I was just like, no, you're not going to push me. You're not going to shove me. And he would like constantly flip moods. One minute he'd be like really annoyed, really happy. The next minute he'd be like upset. Then he'd be aggravated. And I was just like, okay, this is not happening. I said, do you know what? I want you to go. I'll give your money. Just leave. Okay? And he's like, oh, I'm going to call the police. I'm going to call the police. And I said to him, excuse me? You're going to call the police on me. You think if you call the police on me, they're going to come here and do something to me. No, honey, you're completely wrong. You call the police, they're going to come and they're going to take you away, because you're the dodgy ass person here, okay? Not me.
Did you say this to him?
I said it to him. I literally said it to him. I was having a full go. Like, every time I see a client, I'm always happy, smile, cheery. This is the first time I was fully, like, serious and like, annoyed. This is probably why this week I'm, like, really, like, especially in Pilates, I'm like really pushing myself. I've got all this anger, and like, you know, energy inside me. And then, you know what's so funny is that in the last, like, he took like 20 minutes to leave, by the way. So the last bit when he was leaving and I was telling him to go, he looked me dead in the eye and he's like, "You're a racist." And I was like, that's what I snapped.
What? You never told me that. You said that.
Yeah, I snapped.
You're a racist.
Yeah, I snapped and I pointed my finger in his face and I said, "Don't you dare say that." You know, I said to him, "Don't you dare say that."
I'm sorry.
How could you
Where
say
was this
that?
guy from again? I can't remember.
He was, I think he's from the Congo.
And he says, "You're a racist."
He called me a racist. And I was like, but then he said, no, I'm sorry. But that's what I mean. He kept changing his mood every minute or so, but not to like, just to like kind of poke at my feelings and to see if he could aggravate me, you know, and maybe flip me or maybe make me feel...
Because he wanted you to hurt him.
Two things.
Technically, what
he wanted
saying.
me to feel pity for him so then he could stay longer, or to get like aroused.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't having any of it, you know, and I said to him, "Just leave." And then I managed to use the excuse of some of the other flatmates in the house to say, "Oh my God, people are coming downstairs. I need you to go."
Yeah.
But he still wasn't going, and then I really had to like push him away and then close the door. What was really annoying as well, two things actually. One thing I forgot to mention: when I gave him the money back, before he said he's going to call the police on me, and before he called me racist, he was trying to force me to give him more money. And I said to him, "Excuse me?"
Oh hell no! That's like he's trying to rob you. He's already like literally like broken every sort of like standard when he took back the money. Like that's already robbing you. But then to actually want more money,
no, literally,
he didn't even give.
No, literally.
What are you meant to be a bank or what? Like
no,
is he robbing a bank?
Exactly.
What is this?
Exactly. And I was just like, obviously that's when I was like, no. And he said he's going to call the police. I said no. And
to give you
and I was just like, I literally held my ground. I said, deluded. You want your money, take your money, just get out of my face.
This is like this is the percentage. I mean, I don't know how, if it's a small percentage or what, but it's like, you know, the type of, this is like the bad clients that can come to sex work.
Definitely.
I mean,
the reds,
at least when it's online, you just deal with them fucking saying whatever the fuck in words. But when it's actually in person and they, you know, they're right there, they could hurt you. Like you have like a whole nother kettle of fish, so to speak.
Well, yeah, 100%. What really like got on my nerves is how he was like pushing me around.
Yeah.
And like
that's awful. He was actually just like
actually like physically pushing me around.
And were you in your heels? Like, would you not? Would you not have fallen over?
I had taken my heels off at that time. I think
you can even use your heel as a weapon.
Probably, yeah.
And how long do you think the whole experience lasted for?
It lasted for about a good 40 minutes.
Jesus, okay.
For him leaving was half the time.
Yeah, Jesus.
You know.
So when he finally left, like, what did you do right after that?
I called Sadie, and I looked out the window, and he was literally standing outside my house for a good 15-20 minutes. Oh my God. Isn't that creepy?
Oh my God.
Isn't that so creepy?
It probably is in a way. It's probably a good thing that there is other people in that house. Just like
I was
some
so
sort
scared.
Of like security in some form.
There's CCTV as well.
Like imagine you were out in the middle of nowhere. Like I'm just thinking like. I'm thinking honestly, if it was like Ireland, like there's so many little Airbnbs out in like the fucking sticks.
Yeah. No, that was terrifying, honestly.
And then like, so how are you feeling since then? Like, you know, you just said how you felt a bit there, where you're feeling like angry and you're in Pilates and you're like going extra hard with it. But like, I know these types of experiences can like almost like rewire your brain for a bit, like, or even long term. Definitely.
So I actually only saw 2 clients that night. He was the second, obviously, technically he was on a client. He was a piece of shit. Now, he was going on about a few things, He was talking about how he's got other trans girls and femboys on the side. And I was like, okay, I don't give a fuck. And he's like, you're more pretty than them. You're more sexy than them. But I don't understand. Why don't you treat me like they treat me? And I was like, okay, the fuck? Like, I'm sorry, like... people are different, you know, like if they want to do what you're asking them to do, that's fine.
He sounds like he has no IQ. Like,
literally has no IQ. But one of the biggest red flags that I forgot about him before I let him into my home was that he was going on about how he hates women.
Oh, jeez.
Like a lot, like really, and he's like
this women. Is the type of man that's literally gonna kill someone. I mean,
yeah, he only likes trans girls.
Oh my God.
And he hates women with a passion.
Oh no.
And I was like so confused because I was thinking it's funny that you hate women with a passion because it's like, what do you see me as then?
Yeah.
You know, but anyway, that's probably what turned him on more as well, because he realized that I wasn't just some random fucking femboy or whatever.
Was he saying I hate women in person, or did he say it over text?
He said it again in person. That's
so
when
he
it
said
clicked.
It in text. Oh, and you were like, oh no.
That's
block.
when it. Yeah, that's when it clicked in my head.
Jesus.
Like, oh shit, this is that guy. Fuck, this is that guy. Fuck, because I got a lot of people on blacklist. But yeah, no. How was I feeling after? I was feeling exhausted. I was feeling sad. I was feeling suicidal. I was feeling terrible, honestly.
I'm sorry, babe.
No, it's okay, honey. I was feeling shy. I called Sadie and I was like, babe, I can't do this. I really can't. I just wanna lay in bed. So I laid in bed for a while. And me and Sadie were just on the phone, and then a good couple of hours went. And for me, it was like he left. It was like 9 p.m. And then Sadie, we ended the call at like 2 a.m. And that entire time in between, I was just like zoning in, zoning out.
Yeah.
Wasn't doing anything. I was just lying in bed. I don't even think I was eating. Was I eating? Maybe I had something to eat a little bit later, yeah. But then obviously I said to myself, okay, I've got the Airbnb booked for another day, The only thing I can do right now is go to sleep and wake up in the morning, natural light, film some content, and see some clients, which I did. Because I guess in this industry, especially, like, once you're in the loop, it's kind of hard to leave it.
Yeah. Right?
So if you really want to get in the loop, just know what you're getting yourself into.
Because but your safety, your boundaries, everything was breached.
Definitely.
Like, what do you think are the ways that could prevent someone like him getting access to you in the future? Because these are the things that I guess... Because, like, you obviously are exposed. It's obviously such a higher risk job to have.
Yeah.
And to be exposed to, like, the lowest of the low people, which is unfortunate.
No, 100%.
But, yeah, like, what do you think is the... What do you think you can... I mean, obviously, it's like... It's like awful that we even have to think like this. Like, what should we have done? Yeah. What should we do in the future to avoid... Like, even just, like... Say even just like me, even when I had to like walk home at like 4 a.m. the other night. Actually, sorry, it wasn't 4 a.m. It was like, I think it was like 1 a.m. when I came back from Luton Airport. Like, there was no way I could get home. There was no DLR. I was trying to find the bus stop. I couldn't find it. So I literally had to walk 20-minute home. And, like, I was really just like on edge, had my keys in my hand as a weapon. Like, any random like person that like came around the corner or like a man, I'd be like, ah! Like, I'd be looking over my shoulder, like, because these are the things that we do to keep ourselves safe. We're aware, we're alert, all this. Like, it's unfortunate that we have to think in this way, like, oh, what should I do to make myself safer? But it's also just the reality, and you have to take accountability too for your own safety. And that's kind of like where I'm at after having some bad experiences happen to me. Yeah, exactly. Over the years, it's like I've learned, because I used to be very like trusting of people, very like thinking that everything was safe. And like when I think about some of the situations that like me and my friends would have been in back in the day, I'm like, I don't think I could do that today, because we were lucky that it didn't go bad, but there was a high chance, like with a different type of person, that situation, it would have gone bad, So it's about just, I mean, these days I'm just a lot more aware and alert. And, I mean, there's always new fucking things that happen. I mean, even when my phone got robbed, I had never thought that like someone could take your phone off the table. No, like definitely. No, that's obviously robbery. No, 100%. Safety, but that is related. Isn't it creepy to think about the fact that like he was probably watching us? No, definitely. He was watching us. Yeah. Like, he saw that phone and we were in the line. He circled us. Yeah. He didn't just like see phone come over. Like, he probably planned it out. 100%. Like, he planned that shit. To answer your question though. Sorry, before you say that, I just want to say, did you ever watch The Sound of Freedom, the movie? Me and Kenny watched it. When did you watch it? On Tuesday night. Fuck, I want to watch it. Tuesday night? No. Last night? No. What day is today? Thursday? Tuesday night we watched it, yeah. Basically, my friend had told me about it when I was home in Ireland. Right. And I was like, that sounds so interesting, also so sad. And yeah, it was actually like, it was really good, but also, of course, really sad, really awful, really like eerie, awful scenes in it. Spoiler alert. There's no... Oh, sorry. No, I'm not going to spoil anything of the movie, but like, it is based on a true story. Obviously, the topic is like child trafficking,
Okay,
which is obviously really
that's what I've
serious
heard,
and awful. But there's something in the movie where you just like become aware of like the children being watched, you know, that type of thing, and
Right.
it's just like awful to think that like someone is like just watching you and you have no idea,
That's
and
creepy.
they're planning to like
that's really
jump
fucked.
in and like, you know, get you or whatever. But yeah, no, it was like a really good watch to just like, and you know what they say at the end of the movie, that there's more people in slavery now than there ever was before.
Yep.
Even when slavery was legal,
Yeah.
there's more people now, even when it is illegal, and there's like
yeah.
so many children, like over like 1 million
That's
children
terrifying.
or something caught up in trafficking. It's actually disgusting. It's actually, yeah, you should watch it, but you will be like, there's awful scenes in it, like awful scenes.
Wow.
But it is based on a true story, so
I'll give it. I really wanted to watch that. But to
yeah,
go back to what you were
yeah.
saying. No, you had a really
just
good
talking
question.
about like safety and being
Yeah.
aware and alert and everything.
No, specifically what you asked was really good, because you actually kind of answered it as well, especially like when you talk about, you know, going through certain experiences and then you learn from that, right? So my error this weekend was that I had learned from my mistakes, but I broke down my barriers. Be disciplined, especially when you're self-employed, especially when you're working in an adult industry.
Better to be safe than sorry, almost.
Exactly.
Like, if you're wondering if you should break your boundary or give someone a chance, or it's better not to, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah, better not
Definitely. Like, I have, you know, created myself a bunch of rules, a bunch of boundaries between myself and the clients. And this one time that I broke it after such a long time is the time that it came back to bite me in the ass.
Yeah.
And it just goes to show that your safety is utmost important, because, you know, imagine that I wasn't confident in that situation with that person. Imagine they got violent, you know, imagine it would be horrible, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually genuinely scared, because he was actually physically pushing me around and like raising his voice, and I was like controlling him like a mum would do to a child who's got, you know, taller than them and stuff like that and stronger than them. And I was just like, fuck, this is terrifying. And when he left, I was just shaking. It's terrible. Yeah. I think one thing to note is that if someone gives you a red flag, that's it.
Yeah.
You deserve so much more. Okay? People out there, they don't know what you've been through. They don't care for you as much as you care for yourself. You know, people might come and love bomb you. Oh, I love you, I love you, I love you. Bitch, you don't even know my name.
You probably get that a lot.
I get that a lot, babe.
Yeah.
He was telling me about how, well, to paraphrase, he essentially is a stalker.
Oh.
Because even though I blacklisted him and I wouldn't speak to him for weeks, he'd still message me.
Oh, Jesus.
And he'd tell me how he'd be like proper stalking me on the socials anyway. And I'd be like, okay, cool, wow, that's fucked. Not my first stalker. But to then have to meet them in person and that to see that they are like physically stronger than you, it's crazy. But how did I overcome any feelings of negativity? Well, I think a good night rest, and then I was just thinking about my friends, right? I was thinking about your boyfriend specifically.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking about how, you know, not everyone out there is bad. Majority of the people I meet, you know, are good. My price is not low. My prices are technically high. Yeah. I'm on the high end. I'm not the highest end of an escort, you know, rate wise, but they are still pretty high, just so that I don't get crazy bums and crackheads and people who just like, you know, would have no decency, basically.
That's a good point, actually, having a higher price.
Because you work hard for your money.
Safety, I'd say.
You work hard for your money, so that means when you come to see me, you're going to want to be nice to me. You're going to want to be respectful. You're going to want to make the most of your time.
Yeah.
I get that. But if I was charging like a quarter of that, then people would come and disrespect me all the time.
Yeah, like obviously there is still people that can slip through the cracks, but I do think that having a higher price is actually key for safety in that line of work, honestly.
Even if that means sometimes I might get 1 or 2 less clients a week.
Yeah, but it is better for you. Also, it's probably better as well to even have like better quality instead of more quantity. Yeah, because then at least you're probably lowering your chances of, you know, coming across a bad egg, so to 100%. Speak.
If I hadn't seen that person, I probably would have seen another 2 to 3 clients that night. Yeah. You know, but because of that person, they drained all of my energy that I couldn't do it. But yeah, boundaries, people. Boundaries are good.
Yeah, it's the reality. Because, you know, like, I feel like in the past episodes you've spoken about, like, just, like, fun experiences with people or weird experiences.
Yeah.
Just where the person was telling weird stories or whatever. Just funny little things that happen.
Yeah.
But this is obviously when it can get kind of serious.
Yeah.
And
Literally almost died and almost got robbed.
But I think, like, there is key things that you did that really helped you and protected you. And now you know as well going forward, like not to bend your boundaries.
Yeah, no,
right?
Definitely.
Yeah, it is important.
Yeah, I hadn't done that in a while, of course, but I feel like something got into my... I think it's the...
I fucking hate him. Fucking idiot.
Fucking hate him.
Hope he gets hit by a car.
Seriously, dude.
But then he might get compensation money. Ugh.
No, he would
take
definitely...
him out, right?
He's too
Let's take him
stupid to
out.
get compensation money, honestly. He's honestly too stupid. Geezer was so dumb.
Ugh.
So
Ugh,
gross.
men.
Men are trash. You saw
We
my-
love you, good man, but
love the
men
good
are
man.
trash.
No, honestly. I saw a client the night after. So sweet.
Yeah, see, that's great. I love that.
Yeah.
Like,
He
how
stayed
restored.
longer.
Sometimes you just need a
Yeah.
good experience to restore your faith when you
100%.
feel it's been affected by some idiot, you know?
How explicit can I be?
Babe, this is an explicit podcast.
Oh yeah, that's true. So basically, he came for 2 hours. He paid for an extra hour. Very sweet of him. He really enjoyed his time. I really enjoyed his time as well. He's really sweet, very respectful. We had a lot of fun. He basically just worshipped me from head to toe. Amazing. It was just the best. Yeah.
That's really good.
Mm-hmm.
That's so good.
It was so good.
I love you, and I'm so proud of
I love you too.
And
Proud of you.
I feel like you've handled this
Imagine one day I'm like
gracefully, honestly.
working and then I open the door and it's Venus. But she's not here.
Bitch, I want a massage, please.
Yeah, exactly.
I want my feet massaged. I want my head massaged. And I want you to read me a story.
Wow.
And then Kenny comes in too. Hi, I want you. Okay.
And I'd be like, guys, couples are like a different rate. Okay.
Well, have you done a couple yet?
I was about to, but
remember
they
that
seemed
day that I
crazy.
was so excited for you? I was like, oh my god, go do that threesome, la la la. But you're like, no, it wasn't right. And see, that was your instinct coming in as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trust your instincts, guys, honestly.
Definitely.
Because they do tend to lead you the right way. Yeah.
There's so many stories we could talk about.
Well, we've been chatting for a
Yeah.
good 50 minutes.
Probably save them for another day.
The time always flies. Like,
No,
the
definitely.
fuck? Well, guys, thank you so much for listening
Thank
to
you.
episode 7 of Boppin
Around.
Around. Boppin Around. Should we make a song for the podcast? Boppin Around. Boppin Around. We really appreciate your support.
Love you.
Leave us a comment. I saw we already got one comment.
That was
it was
really
actually,
cool.
yeah, I
Yeah.
love that. Thank you for commenting.
When you comment,
And-
I want to know actually. Specifically, say hi to either Venus or me, because I want to know where you came from. Did you come from her side? Did you come from my side?
Yeah, let us know
I
where
wanna
you
know,
came from.
You know.
We do need to promote this podcast a bit
Yeah.
more at this point in time. We're kind of just focusing on actually doing the episodes, but
And if you got any hate comments as well, just drop them as well. Like I'm down. Like
not to me, please.
okay,
I can't handle it.
Oh.
I'm joking. I can.
just do it.
Try
We
me,
can make
bitch.
content.
No, but anyways, leave us a review, preferably a 5-star if you enjoy, and we'll see you back here next week. Honestly, we will see you back here next week. Yeah.
Thanks for listening to
Boppin' Around. Bye.
Bye. Ciao. You like sperm in your mouth?
The tagline. Yay, we did it.
We done it, ho.